You know, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, he was so much more than a scientist or a president. He was a true master at taking a vision and making it real. So in this explainer, we're going to break down his incredible wisdom into something we're calling Kalam's Code. Think of it as a practical guide for building a legacy of your own.
And it all really boils down to this one central question, a question that pretty much guided his entire life. How does a simple dream, an idea, turn into a lasting legacy? That's the path we're going to trace together. So, where does a journey like that even begin? Well, it starts in one place, and only one place, with the power of our dreams. This is the absolute foundation, the starting block for all of Kalam's code. I know, it sounds almost too simple, right? But this is such a profound point. What Dr. Kalam is saying is that a dream isn't just some fantasy floating around in your head. No, it's the non-negotiable first step. It's literally the blueprint for your reality. If you don't have that vision, well, there's just nothing to build. And look, he lays out the formula for us right here. It's this powerful chain reaction. Dreams transform into thoughts. And those thoughts, they result in action. So it's not about passive wishing. It's an active process of creation. This is what sets everything else in motion. This breaks it down perfectly. You start with a dream. That's your vision, your what. Then comes the thought. That's the plan, the how. And finally, you get to the action. That's what makes it all real. It's a straight line from the intangible world inside your head to the tangible results you can see and touch. Okay, so you have the dream, you have the plan. But a dream, no matter how big or powerful, needs fuel to get off the ground. And that brings us right to the second part of Kalam's code, the price of success. Wow, what a powerful metaphor, right? I mean, it's so easy to want the outcome, to want the light, the recognition, the shine. But Kalam reminds us you absolutely cannot have the shine without the burn. Real success demands this intense, constant fire from within. And here, you can see the two sides of that coin laid out so clearly. On one side, you've got what we all want: success, impact, recognition. But on the other side, you have the cost, sacrifice, hard work, and difficulty. Dr. Kalam's whole point is that one of these sides just cannot exist without the other. They're totally linked. All right, so let's say you've done it. You've put in the work, you've burned like the sun, and you've scored that first big victory. You'd think the hardest part is over, wouldn't you? Well, Dr. Kalam has a warning for us. There's a new, much more subtle challenge waiting just around the corner. And this is it. The real enemy is complacency. It's that feeling that you've made it, that you can finally take your foot off the gas. For him, this was the single most dangerous trap on the entire path to excellence. And this is exactly why that sustained effort is so critical. It's what separates a genuine achievement from just a lucky break. Think about it. One victory? Yeah, people might call that luck. But a series of victories, that's not luck. That's competence. That's excellence. And check this out. He completely reframes how we should think about hardship. He's arguing that difficulty isn't just some obstacle you have to grit your teeth and endure. No, it's the very ingredient that gives success its flavor. The struggle, that's what gives the victory its meaning. Which, leads us perfectly into our third section, cultivating the mindset you need for this journey. Because let's face it, external challenges are always going to be there. The thing that truly matters is how we choose to respond to them. This is just such a powerful statement about inner strength. He's saying failure is an external event. It happens to you. But determination, that's an internal force. It comes from you. And Kalam believed that if your internal determination is strong enough, stronger than any external failure, then you are, by definition, completely unconquerable. And here, Dr. Kalam points to what he believes is our greatest possession. And it's not money or property or status. It's our ability to think. He calls this our capital asset. So what does that actually mean, capital asset? Well, a capital asset is a resource that has long-term value. It's not something that gets used up. In fact, the more you use it, the more valuable it becomes. Your ability to think critically, to solve problems, to strategize, that is your single most reliable tool for navigating every challenge life throws at you, period. He was also a huge believer in equal opportunity. Look, he acknowledged that we don't all start with the same natural gifts. That's just a fact of life. But, and this is the crucial part, the opportunity to develop our talents, to grow, to learn, to work hard, that is available to every single one of us. So potential isn't about what you're born with. It's about what you choose to build.
And all of this brings us to the final piece of the code, the culmination of it all. After the dream, after the hard work, after forging the right mindset, there's still one big question left. What is it all for? And the answer, for Kalam, was about moving beyond just personal success and toward building a real legacy.
See, excellence isn't some destination you just arrive at one day. It's not a trophy you win and then put on a shelf. It's a process, a continuous, deliberate process. It's a commitment to a high standard that you live out every single day through your habits and your actions.
But here's the ultimate shift in perspective, the real key. This whole process, it isn't just for you. This entire journey, the dreaming, the burning, the thinking, it was never meant to end with you. Its true purpose is to serve something much, much larger than yourself.
And this right here is his ultimate call to action. I mean, this is the very definition of a legacy. The hard work we do, the excellence we chase after, the sacrifices we make. Think of them as seeds we're planting for a future we might not even get to see. It's all about building a better world for the next generation. So as we wrap this up, we kind of come full circle. We're back at the beginning. But now the question isn't about him. It's for you. Following this code, this path from dream to thought to action, what are you going to build? What will your legacy